I'm going to use it.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Love Witch Live. I just was looking in the mirror and noticed my makeup wasn't quite even, so I had to get that sorted out before going live today. All right, so welcome, and I'm so happy you're here. As you start tuning in, I would love to find out who's here with us, and also let me know your name and let me know what country you're from. We have a lot of stuff in store with us today to talk to you about. As usual, the Love Witch will be giving away a supercharged love charm bag to help you draw in love and soulmate love and really amp up your love vibration. Every single week, we give one of these away. So as you're tuning in, if you're interested in receiving one, be sure to put hashtag love charm bag in the chat box. So if you're on Facebook or Twitter, it doesn't, or not Twitter, excuse me, YouTube, be sure to do hashtag love charm bag. And at the end of this broadcast, we'll be selecting somebody and mail this off to you to help you increase your love vibe and attract in more love. So make sure you do that. And we'll give you a couple minutes to start tuning in with everybody and letting us know where you're coming in from. Today's topic, we have already pulled another spiritual anatomy divination card deck. If you're ever interested in getting your own deck, we do sell those, and those will always be in the links below the video. So be sure to check that out. In fact, everything I talk about, there's a link below the video. So if you're interested in books, classes, private sessions, but the Oracle card deck or anything like that, we'll always have links for you to help you out and help you get the products and services that you need. So hi, we've got somebody new in here today. Is it Tigre? Welcome. And Faith, very nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in today. Well, let's get started. So we've got Lonnie and Bob's here. Hi, Bob. We've got my brilliant and beautiful moderator, my daughter Lonnie. She is at home with COVID. She's still recovering, but feeling much better, right, Lonnie?
Yeah, I'm almost at 100%. I think today is mostly just being extra safe, with making sure I'm in my window of like not being contagious, all that stuff. But yeah, I am alive. I am strong. I'm here.
Yay, yeah. Lonnie got COVID over Christmas. So Bob and I literally cooked our regular meal. I brought it over to our house, put it in a big Tupperware bin, and kind of kicked it across the floor. So that was interesting. And then you were still sick on New Year's. So did you get to celebrate New Year at all, Lonnie?
I was feeling a little bit better by New Year's, which is good. So Christmas was not super great. But New Year's was definitely a lot better. I was able to have a glass of champagne and still kind of like get through the night and just also those cheesy potatoes. Those helped a lot. So thank you for those.
Recipe. Let us know if you want it. They're very, very
good.
Yes. Yeah. Do hashtag cheesy potatoes and it'd be hashtag recipe.
There you go.
Well, New Year's was, uneventful in terms of Minnesota's shutdown. So we couldn't go to restaurants, we couldn't go out, but we did cook a really beautiful meal here and we just had, a quiet night. But it was fun. And we did talk a lot about what we wanted to bring in for the new year. So we always like to focus more on manifesting rather than putting down hardcore resolutions and things you have to give up. It's for me, I feel better about manifesting forward and being present right here in the present moment. And from this point forward, what do we want, right? So did you do any resolutions or manifesting, Lonnie?
I did. Actually, it's really funny. So my roommate, she did not get COVID, which is really lucky. We were trying to social distance the whole time. I was trying to stay as much in the basement as absolutely possible. But for New Year's, we were kind of like staying far away from each other. But we decided to write down our resolutions. We had a little fire outside, and then we decided to make 2 lists. The first list was all the things that we wanted to say goodbye as we said goodbye to 2020, and then all the things that we wanted to welcome in with 2021. So it was like, as 2020 leaves, I say goodbye to, and then my list, and then as 2021 enters, I welcome, and then all the things that we wanted to manifest and welcome into our lives. So yeah, it was really cool, and like kind of burning them and releasing them, and it was really amazing to kind of like be around the fire because as we're like burning our resolutions and our intentions for the year, there was fireworks going off over the river.
Oh, yeah.
So it was beautiful and perfect timing and just kind of a good energy to ring the new year in with.
Absolutely. And I remember when you were little, you used to always open the front door. No,
Yeah.
the back door to let the old year out and then run and open up the front door to let the new year in.
Yes. Yeah, kick the old year out the back door and then welcome in the new year in the front door. I forgot to do that this year. Oh, I still gotta do it.
Yeah, but you had the same objective with your lists. So
Yes.
it's the same concept and same idea. Let's say
Yeah.
hi to some more people here that have logged in here.
Oh, hello, Allison.
Allison, welcome.
Diana.
Diana
Diana
Waddell, welcome.
Diana sent me a message on Facebook. She was like, "Hi, I hope that you're feeling well. I'm sending you prayers and good thoughts." And literally, I opened it a couple days ago, and I was like, "My heart, thank you so much. I'm feeling better."
Oh,
It was so sweet. It like made my day, made my week. I was like, "Oh,
oh, that's awesome.
yeah,
That's awesome. Well, let's put up our what we want to talk to you about today.
yeah,
Let's put up that card, Lonnie. We
absolutely,
wanted to talk to you today about spiritual clearing, right? We'll
yes,
get that card up. There we go, spiritual clearing. And we're going to go a little bit deeper. Like a lot of times I talk to people about taking regular sea salt baths, about burning sage. And those are all beautiful and effective practices for clearing residual energy and lifting your environment. But today we're going to go even deeper with that because this last year has been pretty heavy on a lot of people. And there have been a lot of heavy, depressive, dark energies. And so we're powerfully moving forward into 2021. And it's really going to be a mindset for you to be able to hold that energy, to hold that new energy. So we really want to encourage you all to learn some deeper spiritual healing techniques, to take some classes, to be able to utilize this for yourself, or if you feel the need to hire somebody. Of course, I do that. I also teach classes, my theta healing class that I've got coming up in January that will teach you how to do this for yourself and for others if you want to do it professionally. Or hire someone else if you have somebody trusted in your neighborhood or that you get good recommendations from. I would definitely encourage you to hire that and cleanse your home and your body and your space to really do a really thorough clearing for resetting the energy and bringing in 2021 in really abundant, positive ways. Oh, we've got some new people. Angel, welcome. Mediumship with Mel. Hello, hello. And Tracy. Hi, Tracy. It's so good to have you guys here with us. So we're talking about spiritual clearing and getting deeper into it. It's been a heavy year. And so as we move into 2021, I really want you to think about this. Most people like to reset, right? We talk about how difficult 2020 was and all the bad stuff, and people lost jobs and lost loved ones and couldn't go anywhere and all this restriction energy. But every time we recall it, we're actually bringing it into our present moment. And this is the energy we manifest on. So we definitely don't want to bring that into 2021 and start manifesting that in our future. So let's let 2020 be in the past where it already is. Try to refrain from talking about it and sharing how difficult it was so that you don't reinstill the same energy in yourself and for the new year. A lot of people were also during 2020 talking about trying to get back to the way things were, right? Before it hit, before COVID. And in that same regard, the past is already the past. And so it's really, human nature to long for things that we're familiar with, that we're comfortable with, that we're attached to, but to really remember that the only moment we really have is right here and right now. So instead of reflecting back on the way it used to be and the way that we liked it to be and the way we want it to return to, that has already shifted. That will never ever be the same as it once was, and it never is. Not because of COVID, not because of 2020, but because it's the past. That moment is already done. So moving forward, just think about everything that you would love to experience, put all your energy on that, but make sure you do some things to really spiritually clear yourself and your energy so that you're really available to refresh your space and to bring it in and really, really prosper this year. I mean, you can even do little things to help out and assist. If you don't have the skills and you don't have the means to hire somebody, there are a lot of things you can do to shift the energy in your home. You can go through your closets and take out everything and just give clothes away, create flow in your life by getting rid of old things and allowing new stuff to come in. You can do the same thing with furnishings, plates. You can go through your fridge, your pantry. You can go through old movie selections, books, anything that you have that you can get rid of will help you get more in the present moment, releasing old energy and bringing in new energy.
I kind of want to add to that too. It's cool,
Yeah.
like with 2020, it was like there's so much bad stuff that happened, but also I feel like a lot of it forced people to kind of like make changes and release things they probably wouldn't have otherwise and make
Yeah.
a lot of releases and shifts. So it's cool that this card is coming up today because we're talking about like, releasing and moving into the new year and like bringing in positive energy.
Yeah.
So it's such a good thing to be able to like release and also kind of, taking stock about like things that are happening in our lives that are kind of like bigger picture stuff too, like
Yeah.
friendships that are no longer serving us or like attitudes or mindsets or habits or anything that we feel that is just no longer raising us to be the people that we want to be. And like that doesn't even have to be perfect. Like we do not have to be perfect, but like,
Yeah.
we're human beings. We're supposed to be like living a human experience on this planet, but it's just helping us, I think, move more in the direction of being a better version of ourselves.
Absolutely. And so much of that is, like you said, Lonnie, releasing relationships that no longer serve us. Sometimes this is family. Sometimes this is your lover. Sometimes it's your spouse. There have been a lot of divorces this year, more than usual. And is it because of 2020? Is it because of all that? Or is it just because that brought other issues to the surface, right? But for some reason, this was a reshuffling and a reordering. And I feel that these energies were meant to be free, meant to be moved on, so that you could all literally bring in more compatible mates. And it's just a big shifting. It's a huge shifting. So the more that you can release your resentments, your anger, the poor me, it didn't work out, your fear for the future, all of that stuff, the more you can actually vibrate into who you're supposed to be with, your whole soulmate circle, which would be friends, mentors, a new love, and all this new energy. It's hard sometimes we think we're being mean when we say, no, we don't want this friendship. No, we don't want to date you, or no, we don't want that. It's okay. And I'm giving you permission right now to recognize this is not my highest and best and honor that and really, really allow yourself to attract in someone that you really vibrate with, someone that's loving, compatible, harmonious, supportive, fun. I think 2021 is going to be all about fun. Maybe it's going to be like the roaring 20s, when things open up again. But I think so much more we're recognizing things that don't fit and being okay with it, that it doesn't fit. We don't have to mold it, shape it, and hammer it into place. We can let that go and wish them well. And at the same time, attract in for ourselves a much better fit.
Definitely. Absolutely. Well said.
And Lonnie, you've actually been doing a lot of spiritual cleansing this year.
Yeah.
Spiritual
Oh, yeah.
cleansing. Yeah, around your house and roommates and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a lot of shifts and a lot of shuffles. I think everyone can pretty much, relate, yeah, there's been a lot of cleansing, a lot of shuffles, and I think mostly it's interesting too because it's like there's external shifts, but I think it's also complemented by a lot of internal shifts. I think I've been a
Yeah.
lot better at maintaining my boundaries, and not everybody's okay with that. And
Yeah.
with clearing energy, I think it creates space for there to be more love and more light and more just better energy, good energy, more balanced energy. And I think that's why there's been a lot of shifts in relationships and friendships and
Yeah.
roommate arrangements, things of that nature. So I think many people that are more energetically kind of like open or like empathic, it's been been an interesting year for sure.
Yes. And,
But
I keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on spiritually in a lot of different areas because I have clients worldwide. Um, I have one client, he's just amazing. He's like this little superstar and doesn't want any attention. So he does this anonymously, but he actually works with me about every week or 2 weeks to clear many different haunted locations, in many areas that have a lot of unhealed spirits or curses, and he pays for it. And I get to tap in with all these different places and shift the energy up. And so he and I have been like teaming up to really do some really beautiful work and clear, getting rid of the spiritual energies so that we can reset the energy and have more peace and harmony and more healed energies on earth. So I just adore it that he does this, and I'm thrilled to be able to work with him so regularly. And I love his mission and I love being a part of it. It keeps me super active too, because boy, when we go after it, we have a lot that we have to get through during our time together. And so he's been really keeping me on my toes and keeping me really plugged into certain areas of the country. Um, and just yesterday, I cleared a place in Stillwater, which is our hometown. I was hired to go out there and I removed a curse. I crossed over spirits. I did all kinds of stuff. I even reset the energetic vantage point. It had I would say somewhat of a negative vortex going on there. And I was able to reset that into more of a favorable, positive energy field while I was clearing everything else. And it was like, it's going to be amazing. This family is going to be able to live on that land very happily now. So I love that. I love the work that I do. If anybody is ever interested in learning it, I do teach that technique in the Theta Healing class. And of course, all the information is on my website at dianapalm.com. But I always tell everybody, I think everyone should take that class in kindergarten because you would live your whole life different. You'd be able to shift along the way, heal things so quickly, clear your spiritual energy, be aware that there's a lot of different energies around you, and always maintain your spiritual space in clarity and like not moving forward with anger, regret, resentment, and all the things that make you physically sick, spiritually sick, emotionally sick, and financially sick. So I love the work that I do. And I've got a lot of people here I could see in the chat room that do the work, that I am like so happy that they have the skills and that they're using it in their own personal lives and shape shifting things for themselves. We've got I just saw Sedina in here. Welcome, Sedina. She's got the skills. She can do all this stuff.
she mentioned she pulled the clearing card on January 1st. So she has our spiritual divination card deck, which is awesome. That's amazing. Yeah. These cards are like, I mean, they're spot on, you guys. Like, and I'm not saying that to like, toot my own horn or anything. Mom wrote it. She wrote the books. They're fantastically written. They're so accurate and spot on. If you guys have been thinking about getting them, I say do it. They're great for presents. They're great for gifts. They're great for the new year. Treat yourself. Treat somebody you care about. But that's amazing, Sedina. Thank you for adding that.
Teach you how to get more into your own energy, to have this self-awareness about what's going on around you. So they're healing cards. They're mind, body, spirit healing cards.
Yes.
We kind of put them under divination cards because we're like, there's just not other healing cards like them. But anyways, you just use them the same way. You pull a past, present, or future, or you pull one to go off of for a while and to really tune in with the frequencies that are around you. So I love sharing those. And that's what we have here is with the clearing card. So I love it. And I saw Diana Waddell had some things on there. Oh, look, she's got the cards too. Yeah. Oh, hi, Kimberly. Kimberly just tuned in.
Hey.
Welcome, Kimberly. Oh, you love my hair. Thank you. Thank you. And so a lot of people don't realize this. I wear the pink hair because this specific color of pink is the color for your soulmate. So when people fall in love with their soulmate, their whole aura gets this beautiful pink color. And I've been seeing a lot more of this coming down for people and starting to surround people. So I know a lot of you are calling in your soulmates, and I love it. So I'm all about the pink. I've got my pink ring. I've got pink candles. And Bob actually brought me flowers on New Year's. There's a whole bunch of pink ones in there. So yeah, start wearing pink to amp up your own personal soulmate color if you're looking at drawing in your soulmate this year. anything, pink underwear, whatever you want to add. And that's why we also give away the love charm bags every week to enhance your love vibration and help you manifest your soulmate. So if you're interested in that, hashtag love charm bag in the chat room, and we'll do the drawing at the end of this episode. So yes, hi, Alan, welcome. We've got tons of people joining us today. So say, and Alan, we've got some comments in there too, Lonnie. Do we have any questions from people or?
Let me see. Allison mentioned,
for a man, Ellen.
Allison mentioned 2020 was a sad year. My husband Paul died in August, and it's 2021. What will this year bring for me and my sons, John, Adrian, and Matthew? Thank you for everything you do. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Allison. I am very sorry for your loss. Yeah, this year is going to be, so for you, Allison, I just feel like this year is good for you and your sons. It's a year of recovery. It's a year of peace and healing. I'm seeing you have a lot of angels around you. So I don't know if you specifically pray to the angels, but there's been a lot of prayers, I think from you, but also for you. And you have brought in a lot of extra angels. So I don't know if you can feel them. I feel like they've been actually holding you sometimes when you're feeling sad, especially more closer to your husband's transition. I think right then and there, I saw you being embraced, but they're still around you. If you can't feel them, just sit in a room and close your eyes and tune in with them for a minute, but they're actually helping you get new direction for you and your family. And you and your boys are going to be just fine. You're going to have a great new year, lots of new beginnings. I feel like your boys really coming into their strength as men, as young men, coming into like more of knowing who they are. And beautiful things. I see very beautiful things for you, Allison. Oh, we got also Jonna. Is it Jonna there? Welcome. Kim, welcome. We've got Sarah, Angel. Welcome, you guys. Great. We've got a lot of you putting the hashtag love charm bag. That's awesome. Actually, the winner last week, we were going to hand deliver it and she was out of town. So I've got to go visit her today and go drop one off. Luckily, she was local. So I wanted to talk again a little bit about endings, right? Getting rid of resentments. How do you do that? How to do your spiritual clearing if you don't necessarily have the skills to tap in and move that energy? You can do this through your own healing, your own forgiveness. A lot of times, like the negative entities and all of that energy that collects around us, they attach to our unhealed issues. They attach to our feelings of unworthiness. In fact, viruses are attracted to unworthiness, right? So we have entities that are attracted to resentment, anger, unforgiveness. And when you decide to heal that, you can actually start to shift your spiritual energy around you and really put yourself on a positive path to manifesting in with ease. So if you like literally sit down and write all the people you need to forgive and be willing to release that energy. And when I say that, it's like forgiveness isn't really about the person, because obviously if you are upset and mad, it's because they've done something wrong to you. And it's not about who's right or wrong, and blame just keeps you in the cycle. But it's like release is for you. Forgiveness is for you, because you're like, I'm no longer going to hold this energy. And I know it's not happening to me in this current moment. It already happened. Just like the past we're talking about, that happened at a different time. So it's like divorcing yourself from the energy of the moment when this happened. That's really what forgiveness is about. It's like, I'm done with it. I'm not holding that. I will not let that affect me, my mind, my energy, my health, or my spiritual energy. So that's a really powerful way to look at being able to start to move things in your own life to keep your spiritual energy clear. So yes, and Alan's asking about how to get rid of negative energies. Well, yeah, the simple things that you can do. Number one, I would say forgiveness. Even more so than that, let me see. I can share this with you. More so than forgiveness is to find a purpose in what happened to you, no matter what it was. And I know this is hard. I've had terrible things happen to me. I've had You know, I've carried grudges and resentments. I had one against my parents for years, and I tried every different thing to try to forgive them and shift the energy in our relationship. And when it really, really happened for me was when I was able to shift my perspective on some of the things that they had done to me. And what that did for me was immediately alleviate that it was even a problem that needed to be forgiven. It didn't need to be overcome because I was able to see the reasons why they did it. A lot of the things that they did to me that I was so upset with my whole life actually created who I am and gave me so much of my deep desire and passion to help people and really put me on my path. So it's kind of like kicking a gift horse in its mouth. Of course, that's not the way we wanted to be taught, but that's often the way we are taught. So I'll tell you that if you can look at any kind of situation in your life that you've been feeling has been unjust for you, that you've been really brokenhearted about, if you can find a way that it serves you, it'll be much easier for you to shift and release this energy, even more so powerful than trying to forgive it. And that's the first step in keeping your spiritual energy clear. But then there's, of course, simple things like burning sage in your house, taking sea salt baths, improving your diet, really putting a lot of light food in your mouth, in your body, like green food. All of these things work with your vibration. And the dark energies, they like the stale, old, angry energy. So we want to shift that physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, all levels, right? We want to make sure that we're really coming in clean and staying as present as possible so that we can create new stuff. We don't want to focus on the past because we'll recreate it then. So focusing right here and right now on the present allows you to just accept and receive all the blessings and easy manifestations. So that's kind of like an individual thing for everyone to work on, and it's very, very powerful. Oh, we have Marilyn. Great. Welcome. Thank you, Kimberly.
We have a question here from Jana as well.
Okay. Are you going to read it, Lon?
Feeling very lost. Any guidance, please, on my future and what needs clearing?
Okay. Yeah. So, you know, I'm kind of being guided. Thank you for your question, Jana. Is it, I'm sorry if I'm saying it right. I think it's Jana.
Jana.
Yeah. So I'm being guided to actually tap in with all of you and do a spiritual clearing for people that are, who are signed in today. Because I know that it's really necessary. I know that there's just a lot of stuff that we've been carrying with us this last year. And so this is just coming to me right now that, I can see some energies that are with some of you that have been really nasty, really creating a lot of habitual negative thoughts, a lot of anger, a lot of patterns, real hard things to move through, hard things to release. So let's just go ahead and do that. If you guys are all with me, I'm going to tap in with all of you and move that energy out. Okay. And I'm going to literally come through your body, filling it with a lot of unconditional love, bringing in like this light, but I'm also going to specifically be removing dark energies, entities, attachments, anything that you have attached to you genetically, spiritually, or physically, even if it's just in your aura, if it's attached to the outside. I'm going to go ahead and move that and shift things so that you can let more light and luck into your life. Okay. So, all right. So, and welcome, Elaine, just in time. We're going to go ahead and do this healing and clear a bunch of the gunk. Let's get that gunk off. So go ahead if you're listening to me. Hopefully you're not driving. If you are, pull over quickly. Or you can listen to this on playback. This will still be effective on playback. In fact, I've had people listen to these over and over every time they're feeling negativity, listening to it for a moment and just receiving that spot on healing again. So feel free to do that as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my connection. And I just want to let you know, I've got like tons and tons of helpers here with me today. The regular team that always comes in that I work with. I always work with Mother Mary, 100,000 Warrior Angels. I sometimes work with the Arcturians, all the unnamed angels, all the archangels. I work with very specific ascended masters. They're all here. And they're super eager to help me carry all this away for you guys. So like, let's just be open and receptive. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and bring down the light right into your crown chakra, all the way into your body. Releasing all the old energies you've been carrying, all that heaviness. And then we're going to go ahead and we're clearing all the entities, attachments, spells and curses, drug entities, alcohol entities, anything that attached to you when you were less than aware and able to protect yourself. We're going to go ahead and clear this. And we're going to cut hooks and cords on the past energy. And then we're going to bring in, I want to take a nice deep breath there because you guys are looking good. Okay, so we're going to bring in some beautiful blessings for 2021. And just actually put your hands up like this to receive, palm facing upwards. Feel the energy pour into your hands right now. Feel the spiritual energy come into you. These are gifts and blessings from your spirit guide team and from the angels. Many of you also have loved ones and ancestors with you right now. Just receive. They're all here to support you. Good. Now take your hands and place them on your heart. We're going to keep all of those blessings and lessons, all of that beautiful energy and love, put it right in your heart. Take a nice deep breath for me. Okay, now you can open your eyes. Okay, how are you guys feeling? Because, wow, we just moved some crazy stuff out of here. Crazy stuff. I know you guys, some of you are going to have like miraculous healings from that. Some of you are just going to feel very uplifted and positive. Some of you are going to notice it more subtly, but it will be noticed. There was a massive healing that just took place there. And I'm super happy to be able to assist you and offer that for you today. So I'm like gearing up for everyone to have such an amazing 2021. I can't wait to hear like how many wonderful things you guys manifest in your lives, how many things you guys accomplish, how much fun you're having, and just how much love you're experiencing and bringing to others. I can't wait because that's really what this is all about, shifting that old energy and being present and calling in your most dynamic life in your future. So, all right. Yes, you're welcome, Diana. Good, Alan. Thank you for letting me know that. Oh, Dory's here. Hi, Dory. Wonderful. Gosh. Hi, Tammy. Lots of people here. Thank you so much. Well, I also have a guest with me. And so my partner, Bob, he wanted to share some stuff too, some of his experiences in doing some of this healing work. And so I'll just let him speak. But Bob, here he is.
Oh, you woke me up. Sorry.
Do you want to pull up a chair?
Sure.
Okay. So he was going to share some of the stuff that he's experienced through this healing too. Can you come on in?
I can get as close as I can
you want to sit on here?
I can sit on your lap. Hi, everyone. I was watching my chat on my phone. I couldn't see everyone's name. Only a few were coming through. But
yeah, because some are on YouTube. They're all from different locations.
All over
yes,
the place.
yes.
Oh, we got a good group today.
Yes.
Okay. So what would you like to hear from me?
Yeah. So some of the things that you've let go of from the past, some
Sure.
like something that helped you really find more peace?
One of my favorite things to do is attend Diana's Theta healing classes.
Yeah.
I've been an attendee in all of them, and it's been highly beneficial to me, and just in my personal life as well. So one thing that
Come this way more.
that I can share with you is that during the Dig Deeper class, which is one of the advanced courses of Theta healing, I was working with another attendee, and my father died when I was 2 years old. And what I learned is I was holding on to a lot of anger towards my father, and didn't really realize that it was there. I discovered it in this class. So what took place for me was a realization that I had heard stories from my siblings about how my father was an alcoholic, how he had verbally and physically abused my mother. And that was a source of anger that I had basically developed over time and wasn't really, surfacely aware of it. And once I became aware of it, I was able to learn from that. And
Well, I just want to stop
also,
you. Yeah, just want to stop you for a second, because
sorry.
a lot of us have those family stories. And in light of, we just came out of the holidays,
Mhm.
where those family stories are told again and reinforced and re-imprinted. This is the kind of thing that Bob's had experienced with those family stories, anchoring in pain, anchoring in, sad stories, victimhood, anger, regret, resentment, all of those stories. So families, sometimes have a really hard time letting go of the past. And when you reignite those relationships, or you spend time with them, you can activate those things in yourself again. That's why I always feel so strongly that people should do some spiritual cleansing to really make sure that they're in their own energy and not carrying these projections from their family. Because you don't want to carry those forward anymore. It's like time to leave those on the doorstop, right? Like, let's be in 2021 without those family stories and that old pain. So I just wanted to share that, because we just came out of the holidays.
Well, and I think once
Yeah.
you realize that is having the impact, and that you're carrying it maybe more heavily than you realize, it is impacting you. So once I was able to recognize that and understand the benefits that came from that, and the benefits were that, that was an example that I didn't want to live in my own personal life. Wanted to make sure that my family was treated properly, and certainly that there was no abuses there physically or verbally. And so it enhanced me, that entire experience. And then when I was able to clear that anger and frustration with my father's dealings with my mother, then just the burden was lifted, and I was able to move forward.
Right.
And understand the benefit of that experience, really.
Right. And part of that too, Bob, I believe, came from, we connected with your father's spirit.
Yes.
And you asked him if it was true, because you had only known as a child rumors from your other family members. And
correct. I didn't experience directly because I was so young. I experienced it. It was in the household and in the environment, but it wasn't something that I held on to like my older siblings sort of held on to. They would have, they were in their teenagers.
yeah.
So
their stories coming down to you influenced you, and you kept the story alive, literally in your genetic code, in your cells. Your cells carry this family pain. And that's a lot of times what a lot of spells are based upon, is this residual line of family pain, and the stories that we tell each other, and the stories we hold on to, and the stories we keep reinstilling in each other. And it's so powerful to just, and to be able to shut that down when someone starts it. Like if you're at a holiday and someone starts to go down that road, to just go, you know what, that's not my truth anymore. Or thank you. I'm not in that place anymore. Thank you. It doesn't affect me that way anymore. I've made peace with that. Whatever it is, to shut it down, because you don't want to hear that again. You don't want to keep hearing it and reinstilling it in your own life, because it just puts you backwards to the time when it originally happened. And we haven't been there for a long time.
And so you're carrying that, bringing it forward. And once you can release that, it lifts the burden, allows, to shift your energies. And really, I can't emphasize, I don't think too strongly, that it's the awareness thing that really lit the light bulb for me. Because I really didn't understand that I was carrying that burden as strongly as I was. I was
Yeah.
aware of it, but just I didn't think it was impacting me. But I really did feel a shift once I released that,
Yeah.
forgave my father, and moved forward. I just felt like a huge, heavy weight lifted off of me.
Yeah. But another piece to that was, what did your father, first of all, you asked your father's spirit if it was true.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he say?
Yes,
Yeah.
there was an honest answer.
Yeah, because in the spirit world, there's no reason to lie. They have grown and learned on the other side. And so they can see, you know, how they've harmed you, and they really want to make amends. And so it's okay to talk to them in spirit and actually call forth those types of things and have conversations with them just in your quiet time, in your dream space. It's sitting in the bathtub. You can literally just call them to you and talk to them, and you'll feel their answers. In this case, Bob was able to speak with his father's spirit because we're all healers, and we were able to bring him forward.
Mm-hmm.
So he admitted it.
Yeah.
And what did he tell you about it? Like, if he had lived, how would your life have been different?
Well,
just so you know.
Well, my life would have been different because I would not have been able to play sports. So he was very restrictive of my older siblings in terms of their activities. We had a farm. It was a heavy workload every day, high responsibilities for young children. And so my life changed at his demise. And I was able to live a much freer, more open existence, was more self-driven and self-fulfilled, and had more opportunities and a much broader range of potential that I was able to explore and pursue and enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that put together, and it all stemmed from me realizing that there had been some burdens there, but there also had been some benefits there. So realizing the whole package, putting that in proper perspective, and then being able to shift and move on, understand it was the past, that my future was my responsibility to move forward.
Yeah. And that was a big thing too, to clear that family lineage, the story, the pain, the trauma. And a lot of times we take on burdens for our loved ones. Like if something happens to one of our loved ones, we want to defend them, protect them, carry their anger, carry their whatever happened to them, and be this force of protection. And I always tell people, like, of course that's what we want to do for our loved ones, but we have to understand also every single soul is amazing, and has by design created certain scenarios to live through and learn from. And we can't project ourselves and protect everybody from living through things that they're supposed to go through and experience. We can offer them assistance if they're looking for it, if they want healing through it, if they're reaching out and they want that, then yes, we can step in and help. But so often we inject ourselves and try to get them on a different path without realizing that the path they're on may serve their spirit in a huge way, or many other people, because of what they're going through. So it's really important to just pull yourself back, stay in your zone, stay focused on yourself, release your family story, and just really do everything you can to keep spiritually clear yourself.
And to learn the lessons.
Yes, the lessons, so important.
And start applying, your knowledge. It's very healing when you can cleanse yourself from those stories and pull the life lesson, the positivity out of it, if you will, and understand that you grew and there was great opportunity there. And if you just pursue the future and manifest your 2021.
Yes.
Life can be, the path forward can be fun, enjoyable, exciting.
Yeah.
And
I found that
learn your lessons and move on.
Yeah, every single time I've done a healing for something that I've carried a long time, my vibration lifted. I had more spiritual gifts flood in, more psychic, more mediumship, more intuition, more everything. And I was also more energetic and more happy. So like those burdens, they really are real burdens, and we carry them on our back. And every single time we can release one and either forgive someone or release it or shift our perspective on it, whoa, it comes in. It comes in immediately. It's the strongest, most powerful thing you can do to protect your spiritual energy, your health, your vitality, and your ability to manifest what you want in your life.
And trust your manifestations.
Yes. And, you have control over that. And if you want help, you can take a class or hire me or someone else that does the work that I do to assist you. This is our thing, that we know how to help you get there. But you can do this on your own. I want you to know that you're a very powerful soul, and you do have the ability to do this yourself. Sometimes you just need to know, like, what to do. And I'm telling you right now.
Well, I'll tell you one other thing and supplement that, because you don't like to talk about things that you provide sometimes. And Di has a class coming up on Theta Healing, a whole series of them in January this month. And I can tell you that it was life-changing opportunities for me, an experience that I went through in those courses. They're online on our website.
Yes, I'll be teaching them online, live online through the Zoom room. So that's cool. I've got people in different countries, so they'll be setting their clocks and working all night because of the time difference. So that's always interesting.
That's a great opportunity. I would recommend those. But you can do it yourself.
Yes.
You can realize some of your past that is still, you're sort of carrying those burdens. Give yourself permission to learn the lessons that those burdens provided you, and release them, and move forward and reset your pathway.
Yes.
And just know that there's great joy and fun and happiness out there ahead of you. Just pursue it. Allow yourself to get there.
Yes. Yes. Awesome. Is there anything else?
No. Second guest appearance 2 weeks in a row.
I know, right? Thank you. You guys, thank Bob for being here. That's hard to talk about.
Thank you for allowing me.
I appreciate that and sharing your heart with us.
Yes. Good luck in the rest of the show. And good luck in 2021.
Okay. All righty. So let's pull some hearts so that you guys can have some other inspiring messages for today. Again, if you are interested in the hashtag Love Charm Bag, make sure you put that in the chat so we know whose names to draw from. Okay, so we're getting out our little heart messages to see what other beautiful messages we have for you today. Okay, so we got our little hearts in our bag, and Lonnie wrote all of these for me. Thank you, Lonnie. Okay, we've got redecorate your space. I don't know if we've had this one before or not. Maybe something similar. Anyways, redecorate your space. I love this. You know why? Out with the old, in with the new. Just like what I was talking about. Go through your closets. Go through your bookcase. Go through your drawers. Dump out as much stuff that holds energy from your past. Let that leave your home. Bring it to the Goodwill. Give it to a friend. Donate it. Whatever you have to do. Make room. Anything you're not using, it just holds your past to you. So really only keep your very favorite things, your clothes that you look the very cutest in, or like your favorite, whatever it is. Get rid of anything that's not on your top favorite list. Move it along. And this will actually create such a flow, such a vacuum in your life to bring in things that vibrate with you, who you are now, that fit, that are like going to move you forward, that are going to match you, that are going to light you up. So redecorating your space, you can get rid of old furnishings. You can rearrange your space to move the energy, bring in new artwork. I love this. I love this. So everyone going in, and we're all at home anyway, right? Most of us are still in isolation. Businesses closed down. What are you going to do with your time and space? Go ahead and redecorate. Go and do this work right now where you have time, because when you're able to get up and move around and travel, that's where you're going to want to put your focus. So reset your energy right now by taking advice and doing this, okay? Let's see what else we've got today. All right. Okay. All right, we've got release the past. Perfect. That's exactly what we're talking about. The past has already served you, and no matter which way it showed up, either it created strength and character for you, or it taught you who you could trust, or it got you on your life path, or it gave you different skills for surviving and thriving in life. Whatever it was, it served you no matter what, okay? And now we no longer need to hold on to that. The lesson is already with you. So release the past, the people, the situations, the pain. Go ahead and just release it. And step into 2021 and step into your new energy. I think that's enough said. I don't know who just knocked on my wall up there. Support. We've got support here. Okay, we got one more. Okay. Feel sexy. Yeah. Okay, so who's feeling sexy right now? Can I see a show of hands in the chat room? Let me know if you're feeling sexy, because if you're not, well, then you need to go get yourself a sassy little pink wig or a pink shirt or pink underwear or gorgeous pink ring. I mean, do something that you feel sexy in. Sexy is like a great energy. It's like over the top, right? You can feel healthy, you can feel vital, you can feel good, but sexy, ooh, that's like bringing a little extra pizzazz into your life, bringing a little extra, just extra. And why not? This is a dynamic way to pull to you extra everything, right? You want dessert, extra whipped cream. You want anything, go overboard, bring it in, feel sexy, feel alive, feel happy. So allow yourself to feel all this like wonderful abundance in the universe. Instead of restricting yourself as we move into 2021, there's already been enough restrictions. Allow yourself pizzazz and sexy and extras, okay? So, Lonnie, do you have anything you would like to add to that?
I don't think so. I was just adding in the comments here to do hashtag love charm bag just in case anybody wants to win that love energy. I think that's a kind of a good way to kind of start off feeling sexy too. Like
Yes.
hashtag love charm bag, bring in that love energy into your life.
Oh, yeah.
Attract more
And there's so little. I always tell
vibes.
people, you can put it in your purse, put it under your pocket, or in your pocket under your pillow. Just
Mhm.
keep it with you for the first couple of weeks to really get in the vibration. So Lonnie and I bless these. These are really potent.
I think adding to the feel sexy though, for me, smells like perfumes. Like it just makes
Yeah.
me feel confident. Like if you got nice shoes and you smell nice, that's like a power combo right there. If you got both of them,
100%. Yeah.
and you're good to go. You're solid. You're like nice shoes, you smell good. You're like, yep, I'm set for the day. I feel like a queen. I feel like a boss. I did what I needed to do.
Yeah, I love it.
Live your life, and just do what you gotta. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Good. Is anybody in the chat room feeling sexy? I'm not seeing any sexiness. What is
I
going
know.
on?
Where's the sexy guys? Come
I
on.
know you're sexy. I
Come
know you're feeling
on.
well, we're just gonna have to send a little more energy. They might still be like laying on their backs after that clearing, like going like, what just happened? Let's let the energy just kind of restore for them and reset. Yeah, that's awesome. So, well, I think we've kind of covered everything today. We've got some beautiful, powerful messages for 2021. I do see the future as well, and I truly have seen many of you finding absolute love, bliss, harmony with your soulmate relationship. I've seen many of you shift friendships, like not through hard work, but just through a shifting of letting go of the past and being new people today. And primarily finding new people that vibrate where you are. I just see so many, it feels like a lot of layers have been peeled off people and just coming together as true souls that are like really honoring each other. And what an amazing feeling. I see a lot of this for you guys in 2021. And because of this reset, I see a different stream of revenue for a lot of you, changing the way that you're spending money, but coming into more of a balance with your income debt ratio. You know what I mean? Just more comfort, but more happiness. So many people I just see really, really, it's not something to strive for. It's like something you kind of like, almost like just expand into. And it's just a natural, easy flow. This is what I see. So I'm very excited for you guys. So,
All right, I think we need to pick a winner for our love charm bag.
all right, let's pick a winner.
All right, let's see. I was scrolling through the comments, you guys. A lot of you guys did hashtag love charm bag this week. It's awesome. Remember, if you don't win this week, you can always win next week. Just pop in next time. Make sure you type in hashtag love charm bag in the comments. It helps it stand out. Let's see here. Drum roll, please.
Elaine Lee, I see your comment there. Will things improve emotionally? Yes, things will. Elaine, for you, so important, dear, for you to release the past. I feel like you've been carrying a lot of burdens with you that have been with you for a very, very long time, and it's time to lay those down. In fact, do it today. Do it today. And if you have to go back and listen to the healing that I did during this episode, please do that and let this energy come rush in for you and just like heal your heart and just balance your energy. That's really the most important thing. Lay down those burdens, honey.
All right. I think we're ready to pick a winner here. Kimberly Francis Lammers.
Oh, Kimberly, yay! That's awesome. All right. Well, good.
Congratulations.
Connect with Kimberly and get her address, and then we'll send this out to her. Or, well, you're right here, you're local, so we can either drop it off for you or mail it, either way. So let us know, Kimberly.
Yes, please reach out.
Yeah, reach out, right, in Facebook, Messenger, phone number. I think you might have that as well. We'll contact you to make sure that we get this to you. Congratulations. Yay. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Is there anything you'd like to add before we log off here, Lon?
Happy New Year. I think that's all. Just happy New Year. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. Have a great New Year. I think the only thing I want to add is now that it's the new year, I don't know if everyone's still in quarantine or what you're doing. I was actually joking with you about this when I did the Love Witch live takeover. If you happen to watch that when I did the takeover, I say like 150 times. If you're bored and you want a fun drinking game, take a shot every time I say many.
Yeah, and leave it in the comments that you followed Lonnie's directions.
Yeah, do it.
Video. That's what happens when you go live. All of a sudden, you start talking differently than you do when you know you can edit it out. So you find a lot of like space fillers.
Absolutely, it's so true.
That's awesome. But you did a great job, Lonnie, and I appreciate you being able to. In fact, I'm going to probably ask you to do that again because I've got several classes coming up where I'll be teaching Friday, Saturday, Sundays. And Sundays are my Love Witch day. Okay. So yeah, we'll have to like kind of like let people know in advance when you're going to be taking over for me during some of these courses that I'm teaching.
All right, all right. We can do that.
All right.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, Bob wants to say goodbye as well.
Goodbye, everyone. One final thing. Diana, check on Amazon.com. Diana just finished her third book. It's called The
Love Book.
Love Book.
The Love Book.
Who would have thought? Yeah, go to Amazon. That's an awesome book. Fits right in with what you were talking about.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
We'll put the link down in the video. Bye-bye. Happy New Year, everybody.